So last week I upped my dose, and I'll be honest, at first it felt absolutely fantastic, and then a few days later, boom, side effects, and they're side effects like I've not experienced ever on this Mounjaro journey so far, and they were tough. I also ran a poll whether you felt that Mounjaro weight loss medications are cheating, and the responses to that poll were really interesting, so we'll have a look at that too. We'll do a quick weekly update, and then we'll answer a couple of the questions that I've been sent in this week. So let's get straight on with it, shall we? Hello, so my name is Man Does Midlife, and I've been on a weight loss journey using Mounjaro now for just over 7 months. In that time, I have lost over 70 pounds, and I inject a dose of Mounjaro into my belly every single Sunday without fail. And all I do here is talk honestly and openly about how my journey's been, hoping to share some of the knowledge I've gained over that time with you guys, like I learn off other people's videos. So it's all about sharing information. You can learn off me, I can learn off you, and we're one big happy community. So thanks for letting me enjoy a part of your Saturday with you. Get yourself a cup of coffee and we'll get straight into it, shall we? Right, I want to start off this weekly update and Q&A Saturday video with a community post that I put on my channel about a week ago now. And I basically asked, be honest, did you ever feel like you were cheating using weight loss medication, Mounjaro, Ozempic, GLP-1, even when it was working? And this poll had 202 votes, which is the most votes I've ever had on a poll that I've posted on my channel. And I'll be honest, the results of it really surprised me. So I'll pop the results on the screen, but basically it's yes, constantly, 7%, at first, 12%, no, never, 78%, and I still struggle with this, 3%. The reason that poll shocked me is not because of the amount of you that voted, and I am blown away by that. It is because it's less people than I thought it would be. Because I hear a lot of stories, and I've had it myself many times, with people saying you're taking the easy way out, you're cheating, and all the rest of the stuff that we all hear on this journey all the time. But that basically is saying 78% have never heard this. They've had no idea that, it's potentially, there's a lot of waffle that goes around about people using it because it's an easy way out, or they're cheating by taking it, not treating it as we do and using it as a tool for our weight loss journey. I see myself as part of the 3% that still struggle with it, because I get it a lot, and I'm filming this video. Obviously, the magic of TV, this is not being filmed on Saturday morning, it's being filmed on Friday. And someone in the office I work in today even said it to me today. It wasn't a heated argument. I basically discussed with her the benefits of it far outweigh any harm that this medication could potentially do, and that I still have to put in the work, I still have to do the exercise, I still have to up my protein, I still have to make sure I hydrate. It's not a stick it in your belly, job's a good one. Maybe the people I talk to are a little bit different, maybe they're a little bit more honest. Maybe some of the people in this poll were in denial over the fact that they've been accused of cheating, or maybe they just know nicer people than I do. But I find it really interesting, and it's something that I'll probably do again in the future with a slightly different question, just to see if we can sort of tie up the stats on that. But thanks again for voting, and I hope you find the results of that interesting. Right, let's talk about the weekly update this week. So, as I previously said, I inject on a Sunday. This week, because of my progress so far, which has been a little bit like walking through treacle, certainly since before Christmas, my progress has slowed down drastically. And there's a number of reasons why. And I felt like I needed a little bit of a kick up the bum, just to sort of give me a little bit of boost to start losing weight again. And I decided to up my dose to 7.5 milligrams. If you've watched my videos since the start of my journey, which is over 7 months ago now, you will know that I've been a massive advocate of staying low in the doses. 4 weeks at 2.5 milligrams. I then did 5 months at 3.75 milligrams. and recently went up to 5 milligrams. Now, to give myself a little bit of a boost, I went up to 7.5 milligrams. It really has worked well for me. It's been like starting this medication again. My appetite's completely gone, my food noise is switched off, and I'm not making the little mistakes that I was making on the lower doses. And I'll be honest with you, 5 milligrams is probably the least effective dose I've used since I started this journey. Whether that's just because of where I am in my journey or whether it's just my body got used to it, but it was the least effective. So 7.5 milligram happened, bang, boom, wallop, back in business. However, there's been some side effects. I haven't been great this week. I've not been feeling amazing. I had a cold anyway, so could be partially that. But bellyache, bloated. I've felt like one of those Second World War airships, the Zeppelin type things. Really, really bloated, almost to the point where my belly's felt quite hard, and so windy this week, so gassy. Never ever experienced anything like it, uncomfortably so. It has got a little bit better, and I am going to stay on the 7.5 milligram dose, but it's certainly never experienced side effects like this in all my time on Mounjaro. The week, food-wise, has been fantastic, and I have lost another 2 pounds. So more than happy with that. I was away in a hotel on Tuesday night in Gloucester, which was very nice. I did have a 3-course meal. I didn't manage to eat it all, and I did have 2 pints of Guinness, which I did manage to finish, you'll be pleased to know. Got up the next day, had a fried breakfast. I just wanted to say, actually, the hotel I stayed in, which included breakfast, doesn't include a full English. I'm not going to name the hotel, I'm not going to call them out on this, but if you want, you get a breakfast with the room rate, but if you want a fried breakfast, you need to pay £5 extra. I don't get that at all. Anyway, digress. Had the fried breakfast, pushed it around the plate, didn't eat a huge amount of it, no appetite whatsoever. Lunch was also provided in the hotel as part of the meeting I was at. Didn't eat a lot of that either. And that's kind of been the story of the week, really. I guess that shows it's working. And like I said, I have lost £2 again this week. So, right, before we get stuck into this week's Q&A, and there aren't many questions this week, but we'll get through those in a little while. First up, just wanted to mention, and I did sort of briefly touch on it a few weeks ago, that I have changed suppliers. I get my GLP-1s from a different company now, and I'm pleased to announce that I've actually partnered with this company now. I haven't mentioned the name of the company yet because I wanted to make sure they were the right company for me. I wanted to make sure they were professional, and I wanted to make sure they were on the ball and everything was in order. Now, I can't be any more pleased with this company. The ordering process was absolutely fantastic. The communication was fantastic. When you log into the website, there's dose reminders. It's absolutely amazing. So if you're looking for a new supplier, I would highly recommend, if you're in the UK, using Bolt, and I will leave a link in the description for them. And if you're in the US, a company called Fella Health, which is basically the same company, but one's for the UK, one's for the US. They have been absolutely fantastic. They're really professional, and I would highly recommend them. So if you're looking for GLP-1s, you're about to start this journey, or you're partway through the journey, you know all about it. You know how sustainable this weight loss journey can be. You know it's backed by science. I've lost over 70 pounds using these GLP-1s now. There's no reason on this earth why you shouldn't be doing the same. You've got to go through all the processes that you normally do. They are a registered pharmacy. You will have to provide photos. You will have to provide videos. You will have to provide your health data. But 100%, I'm never going to back a company that I don't use, and 2, I don't support, and 3, I don't think are fantastic. Every affiliate link I ever share with you is a company I would use, and it's a company I do use. So check out the link in the description, Bolt or Fella Health. Shall we talk questions then? We've got a couple this week, so we'll get on with that, and I'll do my best to answer them in my own Man Does Midlife style. I'm not a medical professional, never declared I would ever be a medical professional. I am purely sharing my own opinions, my own gained experience. That's as far as it goes. You should always check with your medical professionals before you do anything that possibly you think you shouldn't be doing. But these are the questions this week. So we have got one from Moshi Peas 7689, and they're saying, do you ever think you'll ever hit the 15 milligram pen, or is your target to hit your goal before that? As I mentioned earlier in the video, massive advocate of staying low on the doses. Maybe a little bit naive when I did that, but 3.75 milligram dose did me well for 5 months. I would never rule out going up a dose, as I've just done in the last week. Do I think I'll need to go to 15 milligrams? Probably not. I'm on 7.5 now. Yeah, I think not. I've got just over a stone, which is 14 pounds, to lose before I reach my goal. I'm thinking no. I'm thinking I probably won't need to head that way. If I need it, yeah, I'll take it. Not a problem. We have a question from Georgia Benetti 6993, and she says, hello, is hair loss a side effect of Mounjaro? It seems like it is. I mean, don't judge me as being a great example of hair loss, because I never had a lot of hair before I started. But yes, it's well documented that hair loss can be a side effect of using Mounjaro. And there's a number of reasons. It seems to be hormonal changes, rapid weight loss, and nutritional deficiencies. It also seems like it's more prevalent in females, with potentially up to 7% of females who take GLP-1s suffering from hair loss. If you are experiencing that, it does appear to be a side effect, and hopefully you're able to remedy that. Right, I've got a question from Liam Watkinson 6772. Really enjoy your videos, so thank you. I think we're of similar age and at similar points in our weight loss, but I'm not maintaining, having got to 15 stone from 19 stone. So Liam, yeah, you've done amazing, Liam. Well done, fantastic. How do you cope with getting compliments from people on a regular basis that you may not have seen for several months? I love getting them, but I still feel guilty. I let myself go. I find it genuinely difficult to answer the compliments other than thank you. Keep up the good stuff. Appreciate the question. How do I feel about it? I get what you're saying. I do get what you're saying. I've always been really honest with my journey from the absolute outset. So if I see someone and they go, blimey, you've lost a lot of weight, and I haven't seen them for a while, I basically come clean and say, yeah, I'm on the jabs. As simple as that. And that's the way I've always dealt with it. I get what you're saying about having let yourself go as well, because as much as it's nice to get the compliments now, it almost feels a little bit two-faced that people didn't originally go, hey, come on, Liam, come on, you need to sort yourself out, look at the state of you. And I don't mean that personally, Liam, because I don't know you, but there's a part of that that's true as well, isn't it? Nobody ever came up to me and said, come on, chubby, get yourself sorted, look at the state of you, you're going to have a heart attack in a minute. But now people come up to me and say, well done, you're looking amazing. It's tricky. Lap it up, enjoy it. It means you're doing well. It means it's working. It's all good. And keep up the good work, Liam. You're doing amazing. Right, before I shoot off and let you enjoy the rest of your weekend without me droning on in the background, waffling away like I do, I just wanted to say thanks for the support of the channel. It means the absolute world to me, as I say every week. There are a number of ways to support the channel, and there are links to that down in the description also. If you can remember to like and subscribe, that would be amazing. If you can hype, also amazing. If you can put your notifications on, all these things help out the channel, and I appreciate every single one of you. I just wanted to shout out these again. It's not a sponsor, it was a gifted product, and I have been using that to help me get through my side effects, but that's from Will Powders, and that is ginger tea and with a zest of lemon. It's an all-round support for GLP-1 weight loss. I feel like it's benefiting me. Like I say, it's not a paid promotion, it is purely a gifted product that I feel in the last couple of weeks has been useful for me. So check out the website, and if it's something that you're interested in, buy it. I don't earn a penny from it. You may benefit from using it. That's all I'm going to say. If you've got any questions for next Saturday's Q&A, stick them down below. I'll be back on Wednesday. I'll stick a few more videos on the screen if you feel like binging on me on a Saturday. What better way to spend your weekend than binging on Manda's Midlife? Thanks again for watching. Appreciate you always, and take care.